you ready to talk fake relationships?
So ready for the fake.
I do love me a good fake relationship
They can turn out so nice in the end.
because you set up this little dramatic irony here that you know that they are just going to come together and enjoy. But of course, they don't know what's going to hit them. But I do like the idea. Like I've written a fake relationship. It always starts off as kind of this business arrangement, but already they're trying to meet each other's mutual needs, right? Because they go into it understanding that not only will they get what they want, but they'll be giving somebody else what they want as well. And wow, isn't that just the foundation of any good relationship, right? You're there to help the other gain their own sort of personal growth goals.
Oh yeah, and it's funny that just as you were saying that, I was thinking it starts with a very logical, very reasonable agreement, mutually beneficial, with no consideration about feelings and how they might jump in at any moment and result in something more. But it's very sensible at the time when they make these arrangements.
The one that I wrote about was he was a cowboy and just besieged by the buckle bunnies, right? So she would be there to kind of create a buffer. And in turn, his connections in the cowboy world there would help garner her more clients for her fledgling spa business. So yes, as you said, it's all very logical. It all makes sense. It's all very short term. Goals are set out, and then of course, in come the feelings with a capital F, right?
Dreaded feelings.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it in terms of like our enemies to lovers. So when you're enemies, you don't care what the other person thinks of you. So therefore your true colors can show through and that can result in love. But fake relationship too, you don't actually care what they think of you if you're not in front of other people being all lovey to each other for appearances. So you can honestly be yourself. They can see that that truth, that reality of who you are and fall for that.
Yeah. Now you saying that makes me think of of a story that I want to read. It's called The X Talk. She takes off with a premise that I had thought would be really fun to write, but good, she's written it for me. But essentially, two talk show hosts decide that to save the station's falling ratings, they will pose as former exes. Then they talk about how their relationship failed, and they start giving relationship advice on their show, which catapults the ratings out of the roof. But at the same time, they are lying, and so they have to come to a deeper understanding of who they are, which is sort of, I guess, the natural arc of all these fake relationships. But I kind of liked it, and I thought, oh, Tracey would like this one too, because it's also got enemies to lovers and forced proximity. And then fake relationships is thrown in there as well. All of the best together.
Read it in your spare time.
Yes.
I'm sure you have so much of that.
3 years later,
yeah,
I will come back with a report on it. Or what needs to happen, and I don't know how many of you out there have this happen to you, where you actually need to get sick and be able to close the door, and then you can catch up on life and reading. Do you have any good recs for the fake relationship? Yeah,
I do. It's a Hallmark movie, Kel Surprise Hallmark movie. It's called Mingle All the Way with Jen, Lily, and Brant Doherty. She has created an app called Mingle All the Way, and it is to solve the need of business professionals who have to socialize throughout the Christmas season, and they don't have a significant other, and they don't want a dating app because they don't want to have a relationship. They just needs someone to attend these events with, very reasonable business decision, satisfies everyone's needs at once. And then he is, of course, single and everyone's on his case, and he's trying to get this higher position in the company, and his nemesis has this relationship and gets invited to weekends away with the boss, because boss and his wife, and then this couple, and he feels like he needs to show he's got a person, he can be responsible enough to have a relationship to show off to the boss. So it works for both of them. But of course, through their relationship, he defends her to her parents, and she promotes him to his boss, and the feelings are there despite the business arrangement. Mingle all the way. They do get together at the end.
Oh,
But they have to admit it was all a little business arrangement, right? And how does that work out? Well, I don't know. You'll just have to watch it and find out.
well then, yes, I'll do that also in my spare time
Mhm.
while reading the other book at the same time.
Read and keep one ear open to the movie.
Yeah, there you go. It all can be accomplished. I think the other thing with the fake relationship is it kind of makes you gain a new understanding that although okay, it starts off as fake, it carries on in much the way that a good relationship would, right? So just harkening back to what we are saying earlier about how they help to fulfill their own personal goals. Well, there's nothing fake about that. There's nothing fake about a relationship that where you're there to encourage and support the other to attain their own individual goals. Really, the fake part is that they're not admitting the obvious truth. So it's kind of, well, they can call it fake, but it's only fake to them because we know as the reader, as the movie listener, that it's all very real.
Before they know it, we know it.
Yes. Well, and that's the other fun part with like enemies to lovers too, is that yes, we know it. There's something so delicious about having won over the characters. Like, oh, we know something you don't know. It just, I don't know. I like that. I don't know. Maybe just because it makes me feel so much more intelligent. I don't know.
It's like, I've got this figured out.
Yes, yes, yes. And they of course they come off the characters, especially in the enemies to lovers trope, they come off as really thinking they know who they are when clearly they don't. Well, I think that's all we have for the fake relationship. If you like this, please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what your favorite book or movie that features a fake relationship. And yeah, check out our other videos too. So
Definitely.
see you later. Bye now.
Bye.